being recorded. So I want to welcome you guys to Royal Republic. In case you guys don't know who I am, my name is Alyssa Schomaker. I have been a coach now for 2.5 years, and I'm the creator of Royal Republic. So I started out just like you guys. I had no idea anything about social media. I was a nurse for 14 years. I had no clue how to run a business, and honestly, I found everything to be completely overwhelming. So I want to just start off and just tell you guys that it's okay to be overwhelmed, and it's okay to realize that you're going to fumble and you're going to fail your way forward. This business, like any other business, I'm going to try to mute these lines here. Can you guys mute your lines for me, guys? Just so that I don't have for everyone. Fab. I can't mute this person. Hold on. Michelle, babe, can you mute your line for me, honey? Hopefully. Julia, you mute your line, babes? Thanks, hon. I can't mute one. Hold on, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I can mute that one, but for some reason okay, sorry about that. So I want you guys to know that this is like any other job that you've ever started in your life. How many of you guys have like walked into an office, or maybe I'm talking to some other nurses here online, just because that's pretty much what I attract into my business. But you know, you don't know the secretary's name. You walk into wrong rooms all the time. You feel like you're the new girl, and you don't know what you're doing, but you're too scared to ask any questions because you don't want to feel like an idiot asking the questions you're going to ask. So then everybody's going to be like, did you hear what the new girl just said? Well, I want you guys to know, first of all, that you guys have a really loving, supportive family that have all been where you've been. So it is okay to ask questions. You can ask any question and nobody is going to look at you and think any different of you for asking questions. We're actually going to say, look at this coach. She's showing up. She wants to learn more. I'm going to give her my attention. So please ask questions, and please understand that for the first like 3 months of your business, you're not going to know what the heck's going on, and you're going to rely on the team, and that is perfectly okay. It is all about failing forward in this business, but you have to get started. And so that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do today, is how to get your business up and running. And we're going to go over the new steps with this training because it is a little bit different. So hopefully you guys all have your coach welcome emails. Yes, everybody? Everybody have a coach welcome email? Okay, so hopefully you've gotten started on your coach welcome email. You guys can read through that. Send your coach portrait over to your coach so that that is completed. And then you should be heading over to teamroyalrepublic.com. That is our training site. Have you guys all made it there? Yes. Okay. So I actually have to admit everybody in there every day. So I know that there's people that are waiting, and I only go in there once in the morning. So if you're waiting, I promise I'll go in tonight to get you guys started again. But just know, typically for when you guys have coaches, that I normally just go in once a day and make sure that I add everybody in, and then I do it again in the morning. So just so you guys kind of know, that's what my routine is. But I'm going to show you guys quick a screen share here of Team Royal Republic, so we can make sure you guys are on the right page with that. All right, this is not Team Royal Republic. Hold up. That's my inbox. Let's go here a second. So I can just show you guys kind of what is this all is on this site and what I need new coaches to be able to do. So you'll create your own login when you get to this page, which hopefully you guys have all done already. And then where I need you guys to start is the new coach training preseason information. Okay, so I updated this a little bit yesterday to make it a little bit more clear based on some of the questions and stuff that I've been getting. The first thing here is your websites and your links, okay? This basically is where you guys are going to be sending people for when they want your services, okay? This site here is called fitsimple.com. This is a very easy site for you guys to be able to use that will populate links for you so that all of the links have your coach ID number at the back of them, so that when you copy the link, you can just send them the link. Now, oftentimes what I get from new coaches is I tested the link and it's not getting me the challenge pack. As a new coach, you are able to buy a challenge pack on sign up, and then within the first 30 days. So after the first 30 days, or after you sign up as a coach, when you click on these links, most likely what's going to do is, unless you've cleared the cookies in your computer, it's going to recognize that you're a coach and it's not going to show you the challenge pack. So if you want to test to make sure that the link is okay, log all the way out of your Team Beachbody site, clear your cookies, and then you should be able to see it. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up, just so that when you test it and you see that it's not going to where you want to go, that most likely is why, especially if you're looking at the challenge packs, okay? So this information here is what I need you guys to all do. We're going to talk about a little bit of this stuff tonight, but this is what I need you guys to do. After you guys complete the information here, there's a lot of different information here. I just want coaches to start thinking about what kind of coach they want to be. Are you a hobby coach? Are you somebody that wants to create a six-figure business? What do you want to do with your business? Because it's really important that your sponsoring coach understands what you want to do so that they can guide and mentor you appropriately. This here is, I want to make sure that everybody looks at this. This here is our, it's our Royal Republic coaching guide, and it's just a really neat little handbook that has a lot of questions for new coaches about the back office. Okay, so it's got some information about some of our team calls, how to edit your profile, how to find your coach online office. So if you're kind of really overwhelmed with any of this stuff, this is where you're going to find this information. All right, then there's some trusty dusty videos that you guys are going to go through here. Okay, when you get to this spot here, make sure that you guys let your coach know that you guys have completed the preseason information and you want to do your Get It Started Right call. Okay, so this is really important so that your coach knows where you are in the process of your education and that they can make sure that you understand a little bit more about the business. You've had some time to really think about your goals and what it is that you want to achieve, so that when they get on the first call with you, they can really help you set that pace. Some coaches are going to walk, other coaches are going to sprint. It's your business, and it's okay to do whatever you feel comfortable doing when it comes to your business, okay? After we go through this training site here, there's just a ton of information that you guys can always refer back to. I've got a ton of information on social media. I've got scripts on here. I've got information about Shakeology. There's a lot of information as far as tools and documents go. What do you do when you sign up your first challenger? What do you do when you sponsor your first coach? So all of this information is on here for you. And it really gives you the step-by-step, play-by-play of what you need to do. So use this site often because there's just a ton of information on here, and it's a little bit easier to find specific questions and specific answers on this site rather than trying to look in the back office or try to find it through our Facebook team pages, okay? Once this is done, then what you're going to do is you are going to go into your training. And I have this set up in both Royal Republic and also my family team page. So because I have coaches on the call that are not personally sponsored by me, I'm going to show you Royal Republic's. But if you're my personally sponsored coach, then I want you to be doing this in Alyssa's coaching family. And you're just going to go to photos, and then you're going to go to, if this works, hold on. And then you're going to go to, oh, come on. Oh, why did it do that? Okay. So then you're going to go here to the Royal Lady Boss Academy, okay? And it's all set up for you guys. I've got the coach welcome email here again. I've got information about the team site as well as the password. If you're not able to, say you log in and for some reason you're like, my password isn't working, know that it's password protected by me, and I want you to type in this Hope Anchored Soul, okay? So I had a lot of people, like other coaches not on our team, kind of trolling our site. And so I had to create a specific password that just our team knows. So if you have a problem, type in Hope Anchor Soul, and that should really help alleviate your problems, okay? Here also, and this is also found in Royal Republic in the same exact spot, you guys will find all of our team call recordings. You'll find that Trusty Dusty Coach manual that I just showed you about. You're going to also see a challenge group invite guide and handling objections. These are questions that I get asked the most, which is why they're right here for you guys to be able to find, okay? Really easy for you guys to find that there. All right, so I'm going to take this over into Royal Republic because I know a lot of you guys aren't in my page, and I don't want to confuse everybody. So let's go into Royal Republic. Okay, so you're going to go to Photos, and then from Photos, again, you're going to go to Album, and you are going to see, again, the same exact thing, Royal Lady Boss Training Academy, okay? All right, so once you click through there, all your posts here are actually in order, okay? So this here just basically welcomes you into our coaching family. Here's some of the things that I consider for the people that are on my team, so you can kind of have an idea of what I envision for Royal Republic and what we really represent, if you guys want to take a look at that. This will be your new coach call every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. The link will always be the same, so you guys can always just go into this same area and find the links. We will have 4 new coach calls. So as people join in our team, say we have somebody that joins next week, they can either listen to this call recording and then hop on the call for number 2 next week, or they can catch next week and then come back around and catch number 1. Okay, so just kind of an idea of how that works. All right, this here is our challenge group guides. These, we have a ton of challenge group guides actually located on our Team Royal Republic training site, but these are the ones that we used most frequently. So just an easy access area for you guys to find the challenge group guides that we're going to be using. All right, this is also one of the videos that you would have saw if you went through the preseason information on Team Royal Republic. So I posted this here again because I saw that some of my downline coaches were not logging into Team Royal Republic on the training site. So at least this way I can catch those people and they can listen to this here, okay? All right, so once we get going, here is what we're gonna do. This is week 1 of your assignments. You guys will see I'll upload week 2, week 3, and week 4, and they'll all be in a little picture just like that, okay? It's gonna tell you, here's a little new coach webinar. This really is going to go over a lot more as far as the back office goes. I'm not gonna go over with you tonight on the call about that because it's all here in the new coach webinar, okay? It's gonna really explain more of the back office. It's gonna explain placement. It's gonna explain Emerald, setting up your websites, all that good fine stuff. Then we're going to talk about the 3 vital behaviors. The 3 vital behaviors are what grows your business. There's no secret sauce in this business. It doesn't matter if you're a top 10, 15-star diamond coach. You always have to be doing the 3 vital behaviors, and we're going to go over that in a little bit. Okay, so here's what you're going to see. Week 1, how to launch your business. So this is day 1 assignment. If you click here, you're going to be taken to day 1 assignment. And this goes back into Royal Republic. And this is basically announcing that you are a coach. And I give you guys some examples on how it is that you guys can do this. So once you complete each assignment, what I want you to do is put the assignment below and then tag your sponsor coach so that they know that you're done with that and they can check what it is that you saw and give you feedback on the particular assignment. So the reason why I created it this way was because, for one, most of my coaches are nurses. And what I found was happening was I used to run small groups. And I know some of you guys were in that and completely overwhelmed. And so you might work 3 12s in a row, and I'm now on day 4 of the assignments, and you're feeling completely overwhelmed and you're behind and you're like, there's just no way that I can possibly do this. So this is why I started creating this type of training, because it's self-led. So for those of you that want to sprint ahead in your business, you can literally go through this information probably in a 2 weeks period. For those of you that want to take a little bit of more time, you've got a lot of other things going on, you guys can walk through this at whatever pace you need to. So I just want to emphasize that don't just skip ahead in the assignments. Really take time to read them, take the documents to go through them so that you really understand what it is that you need to be doing. It's not one of those things that let's race ahead and just try to get through everything that we can, and then you come out and you have no clue what you're supposed to be doing as a coach, okay? You'll see that the whole entire training is exactly like this, okay? I've got documents about what happens when people ask you about more information, and then also information about the business activity tracker. And that's what we're gonna go into and talk about now. But as you can see, this goes all the way down. So you guys just complete it at your own pace and make sure that you guys tag your coach along the way so that they know where you're at in your training. Okay, so oops, here we go. Okay, so the business activity tracker. I'm gonna tell you that I was not someone that tracked my business. I was one of those people that did not pay attention to my new coach training. When I first started, new coach training was basically obsolete. My coach, Melanie Mitchell, was trying to put something together, but there was so much information, being that it was her very first one, that I was like, forget it. I totally checked out of it. I had no clue, all the basics of everything. And I basically just started posting on social media about what I was doing as a coach. I became a coach to help other people, point blank. That's why I became a coach. I experienced with my grandfather and had a really hard time going back and being a nurse after his death, because he basically died from understaffing. It was a horrible situation. And for myself, it made it really hard for me to be a bedside nurse any longer. So that's why I went into coaching, was the fact that I had never been in a challenge group before. I actually didn't ever use any of Beachbody's programs. I just liked the idea of challenge groups and helping people and help them stay accountable to their health and fitness goals, because I knew that people that were really sick in the hospital, we were not able to give them the education and support that they needed when they went home. Oftentimes it was a discharge slip, off they went, and we never heard from them again until they were sick again, a month or two later. So I knew this, and this is why I went into coaching. So I didn't track necessarily according to a business activity tracker, but I was doing all of the things that I needed to do without tracking. Or so I really thought that I was. And this is where this power of having some kind of system to track your business really comes into play. And it tells you literally everything that you need to do. So if you're ever lost and feel like, I don't know what to do, there's so much information, this document here really is your lifeline to your business. And if you're doing these things each and every day, you are going to grow a business. This here is your secret sauce. So I want to make sure that everybody has their Beachbody, their business activity tracker out, some kind of way that you can track your business. And you can't just pick certain things that you want to do from it. It's really, really important that you're consistent and that you do everything. And I can tell you that most new coaches skip out on inviting, and they skip out on their own personal development. And honestly, those are the two most important pieces that you need to run a business. Personal development for sure, because you're never going to attract a coach better than who you are right now at this point. And so if you want to attract high-powered coaches, then that means that you have to continually be working on yourself so that you can attract people that are at your level. So just kind of remember that like attracts like. And if you want to attract better, high quality, more high-powered coaches into your business, then you really need to be working on yourself. So as a new coach, I recommend The Compound Effect or The Slight Edge or Go for No. Either of those 3 books is what I recommend for any new coaches to be able to read. And then I've got a ton of lists that are really specific to what it is that people need. And that's really the key to personal development. What do you need to work on in your own mind or in your own life? Is it time management? Is it confidence? Is it your spirituality? Is it understanding other people and their personalities? What is it that you need to work on? And that's what's important when you choose a personal development book, is that you choose something that is going to benefit you. Okay. But if we look here at the business activity tracker, it's going to show you what you need to do. So you need to add people to your Facebook friends list. Okay, so hopefully you guys are all using Facebook. I can tell you that I had 150 friends on Facebook when I first started. I had everything privately locked down. I never used my Facebook. And when I did, I was just like an aimless scroller. Occasionally I posted pictures of my kids, but I was not somebody that was really on Facebook. So when I was told that I needed to add people in and I needed to make my Facebook public, I was like, what? It kind of made me a little bit uneasy. So what I did to begin with as a new coach is all those people that I took out of my friends list, all the people that I went to high school with, went to college with, people that I just felt like didn't really need to see my life, I slowly started adding them back in. Also, when Facebook recommends, hey, do you know this person because you've got multiple friends, I would send them a friend request. Okay, so that's how I started to build up my friends list again. I started connecting with people that I used to know at past times in my life, and then also through what Facebook recommended to me. So I don't suggest that people just go out and just start spamming and start friend inviting everybody. That's not really the point here. But just try to add 2 people to your Facebook friends list every day. And then I want to make sure that you're connecting with people. This is not talking about Beachbody, but this whole business is built upon relationships. People are going to join your challenge groups or your coaching team because of you. And oftentimes that comes because of what you're putting out on social media, from your story. So Beachbody has incredible programs, right? They've got things that work. Many of you guys are probably here because you've done the 21-day fix, or you love Shakeology and you want to help other people feel as good as you do. But the truth is that they can get these things on Amazon. They can get these things on eBay. They could go to beachbody.com and they could order it and come back to you and say, hey, I just ordered the 21-day fix. I'm ready to do your challenge group. When people join your coaching team or challenge groups, it's because they've made a connection with you. So when we start talking about what I want you to be posting on social media, I don't want you just to be posting all about Beachbody. I want you to be talking about yourself and your family and the things that you enjoy, things outside of Beachbody. What are the events in your life that have led you to the person that you are today? What are the things that you've overcome? I want you to think about becoming a storyteller, okay? Because your story is what is going to pull emotion and is what is going to connect people to you, okay? So really, really important that we're not just posting pictures of programs, that we're not just spamming people, but that you're actually genuinely trying to build relationships with other people, and that you are sharing parts of your life. So that if a random stranger that finds your pin on Pinterest 6 months down the line, or starts following you on Instagram, starts following you on Facebook, what do they know about you? If they scroll 5 posts down, what are they going to get about your life? And I can tell you that about my life and the things I post about is I post about my faith, my family, my fitness, fashion, the things that I've overcome. So motivation, inspiration, and coaching. Those are the things that I traditionally post about because that's who I am. And that's what's really important for you to think about is when you're posting on social media and you're doing those posts 3 to 5 times a day, I don't want you to all of a sudden be like, this is my life, this is Beachbody, I'm just going to post about Beachbody from now on. And it can be really easy to do because you're super excited about being a coach, you're super excited about being able to help other people. So just kind of remember to slow down and to think of your 5 pillars and to really share yourself and what it is that you're doing, because people are going to join you at your journey for where you're at right now. And this is why it's okay that you don't have to have a transformation to be a coach. People are going to join you because they relate to you. Maybe they've got 50 pounds to lose. Maybe they've got 10 to 15 pounds to lose. Maybe they're like me and they struggled with anorexia and bulimia and they were that yo-yo dieter. Okay, that's typically the people that I attract into my business. And it's because I'm sharing with people, you know, this is where I was, this is where I'm at, here's what I'm dealing with, here's how I'm trying to overcome this. Okay, so we're not looking for you to be perfect, because nobody relates to perfect. Okay, we just want you to be yourself and be completely relatable and be okay with sharing your story with where you're at right now. All right, so with that being said, that's how you're going to connect with other people. Okay, typically when I have a list, and I'll show this on another call, but I just try to just add value into other people's lives. Then inviting. So this is something that a lot of people don't like to do. But the truth is that nobody is going to know that you are there to help them unless you're inviting them to your challenge groups. And when you're doing your invites, I want to make sure that you realize that this is not about you. This is about the other person that you're trying to help. And if you have that in your mind every time that you invite somebody of how can I serve you? How can I help this person? You're never going to come off as, oh, she's somebody that's trying to spam me and just make a quick buck, because that's not what you're trying to do. Truth be told, they get the challenge pack, and it's $140, which includes 30 meals in a month, and your coaching is free. So you really need to look at the fact that your value, you have a ton of value to offer as a coach, and that you are there to help them out, and you're extending that hand and letting them know what it is that you're doing. And you'll see as you guys go through your weekly assignments what exactly an invite looks like and how you guys can send your personal invites out. And traditionally when I send them, I just let people know, like, hey, I'm going to be running a challenge group on July, or health and fitness accountability group on July 20th. You know, there's going to be a group of us. I'd like to work with 10 women, and I thought about you, and I just thought, you know, it's really fun, and I just wanted to know if you wanted to join me or if you knew anybody that might be interested. So I always ask if they want to join me, and then if they know of somebody else, so that if they do, they can refer me to that person, and then maybe I'm not going to help them, but I'm going to help somebody else. And know that, you know, you're going to get people that are going to tell you no. You're going to get people that don't respond to you, and that's okay. It's fine. What you're doing is you're just letting them know of your service. That's all that you're doing. And when they're ready to make a change in their life, they're going to say, you know, Julia invited me to this health and fitness challenge group like 3 months ago, and I really wasn't ready to change, but I'm going to hit her up and I'm going to see what this thing is all about, because I really want to increase my confidence, and I'm really sick of feeling this way about myself. And so what you did there was you just let them know of your service. So don't ever be afraid to send out your invites. I was when I first started, because I just didn't want people to think that I was, you know, being this icky person. But the truth be told is that when I had it come from here, and I came to the realization that sometimes people that really, really want to change, they don't even have enough confidence to put on my post, hey, send me your email, because they don't want people to know how horrible it is that they're feeling. Okay, and you'll see that a lot. So don't be scared to invite. I have a bunch of different scripts that you guys can use to invite, and just make sure that you always have the other person in mind. And if there's some way that you can serve them, so say that they're not interested, or say that they can't, you know, afford it, then I always say, you know what, I'm going to run like a 7-day clean eating group, or I've got some information on meal plans, or I have a 2-week meal plan with clean eating to help you get started. Would that benefit you? We have a ton of just free, great information on the World Republic training site for that reason. So try to offer some value of service to them, whether they join you or not, okay? Next, the follow-up is really, really key. So you might get people that don't respond, and you're like, well, I messaged that person, and I saw her little like face appear on my messenger, and she didn't get back to me. I want you to think about yourself. And if you're like at the grocery store, or say you're like myself and I run around crazy with 3 kids, and I see a message go through, oftentimes I might have saw it, but I'm just trying to, you know, do whatever else I have to do in my life at the moment, and I can't get back at that time. Life is just so busy right now that I want you to think about that. When you send people messages and you see somebody and you know that they saw it and they didn't respond to you, just know that people are busy, and I normally follow up with those people in 2 to 3 days after I send my invite, and just say, hey, I don't know if you saw my message. I know you're really busy. Just shoot me back and let me know if you want any more information about this. So just kind of think of like your own life and what's going on in your own life and what happens when you check your messages as well. Okay, make sure that you guys are checking the back office, that you're connecting with any coaches, and that you're checking into your Facebook group. So I'm going to show you guys quick how to make those a favorite. So if all else fails, if you're like, I just can't do this, I just can't put myself out there, then your goal is to work on yourself, okay? No matter if I sponsored you because you told me you wanted to work a business, I'm still your coach. No matter what, your health and fitness, the way you feel about yourself is my main priority. So you will see, I will message you and say, how did it go today? How are your workouts going? Because I have coaches that want to start and then feel like, you know what, I need to work on myself first. And that's perfectly okay, because that is my main concern, is your own health and fitness goals. Okay, so you're all in a challenge group right now. Every single one of you guys should be in a challenge group. I know all of my personally sponsored coaches are in a challenge group. That is also to, one, teach you about the business side of it, so you can really see what a challenge group looks like, but also so that you're starting to feel good about yourself. You know, it's much easier to talk about being a coach in your challenge groups once you have results and once people start seeing what it is that you're doing, and it's just much easier to talk about that because you've got the confidence and you know that the programs really work. Okay, so if all else fails, and you're like, I can't invite, this is just too much, then your goal is to work on yourself and drink your Shakeology so that you feel better and that you are working on yourself through your own health and fitness goals, okay? All right, so this is the sheet that I want everybody to make sure that they all have, and that this is what you are working towards, okay? If you're somebody, I'm gonna stop the screen share. You can see all you guys. If you're somebody that, what was I gonna say? Oh, if you're somebody that wants to grow a big business, like today, and you're like, your 2 invites a day are not gonna cut it, and they're not. Truth be told, the more people that you invite, the more yeses that you're gonna receive. So, oh, I just got my baby. What's up, girl? Hold on. You wanna say hi, my friend, second? You gotta go by daddy. Say hi. All right, go see daddy. I had to finish this call. All right, let's stay here with mom. Okay, so, and this is what's super cool about this business, is that literally I'm a mompreneur. So you guys will probably see my kids on my calls quite a bit. You cannot come over here. You don't have any pants on. Sorry. So what was I going to say? Oh, so if you are somebody that wants to grow a big business, then you have to invite more than your 2 people a day. You have to aim more to 5 to 10 people a day, because as much as we don't want to think about this, it is a numbers game. The more people that you talk to, the more yeses that you're going to receive, point blank. So if you're like, I invited 2 people and now I'm waiting for them to say yes, or I sent out 2 links to people and it's the end of the month and you're waiting for them to order and they don't, never really count on like all your eggs hitting in one basket. I don't count as anybody joining my team or joining my challenge group until I actually see them end up in my back office, because I've been burned way too many times and cut it way too many close trying to hit my goals of how many people that I want to serve by the end of the month, and all of a sudden I'm like totally scrambling. So just know that you've got to keep inviting. You've got to keep posting on social media. You got to move this side to the side. What it is that you're doing, and always be present in the eyes of other people. So the truth is that, yeah, there's other Beachbody coaches out there, you guys, but why are they going to join you? They're going to join you because of your story and your credibility of what you're putting out there on Facebook. So if you're somebody that's into paleo, if you're a vegan, if you're into clean eating, your Facebook should back up your coaching. Okay, so are you sharing recipes? Are you sharing tips? Are you sharing value? If you're somebody like myself, and you can't tell because I don't have makeup on right now, but I like beauty products. It's a problem. It's a big problem. Sephora takes a lot of my money. But I like to talk about different beauty products that I like to use. And I like to share that on social media, things that I find that work well for me. So think of your own audience. Think of what it is that you like and share that. And we're not trying to attract everybody. As much as I want to help everybody from 18 to 65, if I were to post my post and I were to say, hey, y'all, I'm going to relate it to, do you have my pants on?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be relating to absolutely nobody. Okay, so when you're posting on social media, I want you to think of one person who you are talking to. Think of this as your girlfriend. What do you like? What do you say to your girlfriends? And visualize this person. And as you guys go through our training and some advanced training that I have, we're going to really talk more about your coach avatar. But just from a heads up perspective right now, who are you talking to? Who do you want to attract? Is it the person like yourself that maybe lose 50 pounds? Is it the person that is working the 9 to 5 and wants to be home with their kids, and you're sharing your story about that? So really, really important that you have that in the back of your mind of who is this person that I want to help? Are they married? Are they single? Do they have children? What are their hobbies? What do they enjoy? And think about that so that your posts are going to evoke emotion in that person that you're looking for. And this is how you grow a team of like-minded individuals. This is how I have a team that's 90% nurses, because I've told my story over and over and over again that I attract people like me that want to help other people, but maybe they're burnt out from nursing. Maybe they want to really focus on health promotion and disease prevention. Maybe they want a little bit more life of freedom than what their nursing job allows for them to be. So that's what your story is going to share, and that's how you're going to be able to attract more and more people just like yourselves into your journey. And you're going to see it's so much fun, because when you meet your coaches for the very first time, they're like some of your very best friends. And that's how attraction marketing works. And that's what you guys are going to learn from me, is how to use attraction marketing. So do you guys understand what we have to do as coaches? Just your vital behaviors. That's what you got to do. It's super simple to think of it like that. It's just you're inviting, it's your posting on social media to share your value, and it's working on yourself through fitness, nutrition, and your personal development, and sharing that your changes in your journey along the way. And that's what we do as coaches over and over and over again. Okay, so keep it simple. You guys are gonna we've got tons of different trainings. There's Emerald to Diamond trainings, there's I've got social media trainings, we've got leadership trainings. There's a lot of training available on this team for you. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to your vital behaviors over and over and over again. And you look like a hot mess, girl. All right, so that's kind of the basis of what you guys have to do. And as you guys go through the training, you're going to see this. So the most important thing is don't wait to get your business off the ground. When you do your first post on social media announcing that you're a coach, you're either going to get, yeah, girl, that's awesome, way to go, or you're going to get a lot of people that say, I want information, or you could have been like me and I got nothing. I was like, well, that sucks. What I realized is that I was scared to post at a prime time. So I posted I'm a new coach at 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, if I look at my life, now that I'm home with my kids, 11 o'clock in the morning, most moms aren't even really home. They're out maybe at a play date. They're not really even home. They're not on social media. So think of your market, who it is that you want to attract, and when that person might be on social media. And a lot of times it's, early in the morning between 6 and 9 o'clock. It's around lunchtime, around dinner time, and in the evening after the kids go to bed. Those are the typical times that people are on social media. Those are the high volume times. And that is when I want to make sure that you guys are doing your coach announcement posts. So I would say as a new coach, 9 o'clock, boom, out, done. That's when you're going to want to do your post. The other thing is that as the week goes on, you will see, especially with summertime, Sundays and Mondays are your biggest days on social media. Okay, so this is when you got to have some kind of challenge group post going, and you also have to have some kind of invitation to coaching. One of those 2 days, or both. You could do one day and one the other day, but something has to go out on those nights, because that's when you're going to have the highest amount of traffic. So always kind of think in the back of your mind, all right, Sunday night, Monday night, that's when I know people are going to be online. Or you can always check that little chat feature on like the side of Facebook. And when you see that like all your 100 friends are on, you're like, all right, I'm going to invite these people and I'm going to put out this great post and I'm going to tell them everything that I'm doing. Okay, so those are just a little bit of tips about that. All right, so I'm going to open this up for questions. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can unmute and I can answer your questions for you guys here. Anybody? You guys can't be this quiet.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yep, I'm here, Jenny.
Okay. How would you go about, because I'm not to my goal weight yet, and so I feel like people aren't taking me seriously. I kind of feel like a phony. I mean, I've had somebody laugh at me when I when I ask them about it or tell them what I'm doing.
So I would just tell them, like, you want them to join you on your journey. And
Yeah.
I actually put, just so you guys know, you guys can reference, on the Royal Republic team training site just yesterday, I put underneath the preseason information, so if you guys go to the preseason information, it says, how do I announce that I'm a coach? And I gave you guys 3 different examples. So one is you don't have a transformation. You're on your journey, okay? 2 is, maybe you've had a transformation because you've done a challenge group with me. And 3 is like, you don't have nothing. You've never done a challenge group. Maybe you've already had a transformation. So I gave you guys 3 different examples there that you guys can use, and then also ongoing examples. So you guys can check that out too. But you know what, Jenny, it's all about people joining you for where you're at. No matter what you're doing in this business, no matter, after you lose your 40, 50 pounds, whatever it is that you want to lose, after you're at that point, you're going to attract different people. And you're going to be like, I was that girl. I was the girl that had 40 to 50 pounds to lose. And I want to help you because I did it. And I know what it was like. And I know how you're feeling right now. Okay, so don't think that you have to be perfect. There's top coaches that, I don't know if you guys know who Lori is, but I mean, Lori's a top coach. She's probably has like 80 pounds that she still wants to lose. It doesn't matter. It's your story what's going to connect people to you. And those are the people that you're going to be able to help and that are going to come on the journey with you. So it's all about your story. And that's what I would say, going on the journey with you. And you can check out those posts as well, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of information, or ask. Like if I'm one of your coaches and I know where your story is, I can help you craft a post too.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? I think there's some chats coming through. Let's check these out. Okay, hold on a second here. People are watching and will respond. Haha, right? People want to hear from you and you have something to offer. Invite a ton. That's right, Karen. You know it, girl. You got to invite. You got to tell people what it is that you're doing. I've invited at least 10 people a day and I've gotten through the bottom of friends list, not having much luck, but I'm about to start back over at the top of the list because I've added people to my network. Chastity, that's where adding people into your network using that business activity tracker is crucial. And more importantly, building relationships with these people and adding credibility. So, you said today that, you feel like all you're doing is posting selfies all the time. If you feel that way, then that means that you're not talking about your 5 pillars that really represent yourself. You got to talk more about everything outside of Beachbody. Beachbody should really only be about 20% of your posts. 80% should be everything else about you. That you're in school, that you're, like a housewife right now with your husband, all the things that are really unique to yourself so that you're attracting people like yourself. Okay. So don't just become a coach and all of a sudden everything changes in the Beachbody. So 20%. And then when you do talk about Beachbody, it's about adding value. So you posted your workout. How did that make you feel? Did you want to do your workout? Were you struggling with your push-ups? But you told yourself in your mind that, you know what, I can do one more. And I did one more. Or I really didn't want to do this today. And, I had my accountability group and they really kept me on track. Those are the things that you have to talk about. Like I said, talk in story. Not just, here's my picture. I did my fitness, and I got my Shakeology. That doesn't really do much for people. If you're going to talk about Shakeology, what does Shakeology make you feel like? Think about evoking emotion. So are you getting rid of your cravings? Have you noticed that you're full? You don't have those snacks at like 3 o'clock like I used to have. I have or had a huge chocolate addiction. Shakeology is my saving grace when it comes to my chocolate addiction. So talk about what it does for you. Think about your Shakeology story. And when you guys start talking in story about yourself and about your life and what it is that you're doing and the things behind that picture is when you're going to notice a lot more traction. Okay?
Okay,
Thanks, Andrea. Yeah, she does. She looks like me, but she's, I don't know. I'm going to have a lot of problems with her, I think. She's wild. All right, you have 1,000 friends in your personal Facebook, so that would be your attack with seeing I have a pretty good following due to my travel. I feel if I do some of these direct invites, they will find me salesy, and that is not me. So, Lisa, here's the thing. So that right there, girlfriend, that's fear. You got to look over it as serving other people. Take the mentality out of it that you are trying to be salesy, because honestly, you're not trying to sell anybody anything. People will right away run away if they realize that you are there out of your intentions and not theirs. So really think in your mind when you're sending your invite about the other person. And typically what I will do, you guys, is I will pull up like a split screen. So I will see my message and then I will see what is going on their Facebook page. You know, I'm not going to message somebody and then all of a sudden kick myself in the butt because her grandma just died at a funeral yesterday. Know who it is that you're talking to. Know what is going on in their life. And make sure that you've reconnected with them before you just send out invites. Okay? So right now, as brand new coaches, oftentimes your challengers are going to be your friends. They're going to be your family. They're going to be those people that you can always count on and say, hey, here's what I'm doing. You want to do this? And your girlfriends are like, yeah, I'm in. That's who your original people that join your challenge groups are going to be. And this is how having Success Club 5 in your business in the first month is going to be very easy for you guys. Success Club is one of those things that's just non-negotiable in your business. I don't care if you're a hobby coach. I don't care if you're somebody that wants to grow a big business. If you're somebody that wants to grow a big business, then you need to be hitting Success Club 10 or higher, especially if you're looking to make 6 figures in a year. That was what I did to become a 6-figure earner in 1 year. I hit Success Club 10 or higher every month. That was my only goal. So keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple. Serve other people. If you have challengers that come into your group, make sure that you're reaching out to them. Make sure that you're asking how they're doing. And just like anything else in this business, you guys, that you might have somebody that says, I want to do this, and they're super excited, and they get into your challenge group and they realize that like they just can't do it. They're just not emotionally ready. We're not peddling nail polish and lipstick. People have to be ready for change. And it doesn't mean that you failed as a coach. It just means that that person isn't ready. So what I do is I extend my hand again and I say, hey, I'm ready for you. What else can I help you with? If you think the challenge group is too hard, how else can I help you? Always think of red carpet service when you are when you have your challengers. What can you do? And know that if they don't make it, if they fail and they don't want to do it, that doesn't mean that you're a bad coach. Especially if you know that you did everything that you could. It's kind of like helping an alcoholic, okay? When people have weight issues, whether it's because of the fact that maybe it's like me, because I dealt with anorexia and bulimia. You could have told me 8 years ago you wanted to help me, and I would have told you to go screw yourself because I didn't see that I had a problem. Okay, so a lot of times when you're helping people with weight loss, there's an emotional connection there that you might not know about, okay? And they might not just be ready. So don't think to yourself that you're not a good coach because so-and-so fell off the wagon. They just might not be there yet. Okay, give yourself a little bit of breathing room to know that you're just doing the best that you possibly can. And you guys will see that psychology comes a lot. Whoa, what just happened? I lost everybody. There we go. Psychology comes a lot into this business. It's a lot of support. It's a lot of motivation. And this is why personal development is so important, because you got to be refueling yourself and giving to yourself so that you can give to other people. Because if you can't do that, then you're going to just get drained. So always be filling up your tank and taking care of you first. That's part of your job. Okay? personal development, make sure you're doing your health and fitness, and drinking your Shakeology. Okay. Any other questions you guys have? None? You guys all ready to rock and roll? Go save a bunch of lives? Yeah? Yeah? Get like super excited? Yeah? So I want to know, before we close the call, who has goals of being like a 6-figure business owner? Who wants to take it to the top? Cassidy. Jenny. Who else? I saw hands. Andrea. Who else? Oh, I can't see the people that are on the phone. All I can say is believe it. Believe in your vision. People are going to try to knock you down. People are going to try to tell you that your dreams don't matter and that what you're doing is absolutely crazy. I've had it happen to me. I still have it happen to me. Over and over and over again, I still get it. You know, people thought I was crazy that I would leave nursing to be a Beachbody coach. I get it. But if you believe in your dreams and you're passionate about it, you can achieve anything. So have vision, have passion for what it is that you want to do, and truly believe in your dreams, because your dreams are important and they matter. They matter to you. So don't let anybody stomp on your dreams or stomp on your goals or stomp on your vision. Just keep marching boldly in the direction of those dreams, and you guys can honestly achieve anything. Anything. So that was my closing line for you guys tonight. Our next call will be, all right, I'll have to post into when our next call is, because I will be at Summit next Wednesday. Oh, here's what I'll do. I will record the call for next week so you guys have it. So we will not have a live call next Wednesday because there'll be nobody around to run the call for you. So I will record it and I will post it in our team pages, and it'll say week 2 recording so that you guys can go in and listen to it next Wednesday, and then we'll resume our calls on the following week. Okay? Deal? So if you're coaches, if you guys have coaches, please pass this on to them so that they know not to get on next week, and I will make sure that I post into the groups that you guys know. Oh, one more thing. I want to show you guys this quick. Let's go back in here. I just want to show you guys something, because the Royal Republic feed moves super fast. And okay, so Karen, I missed that call. Bummer. Okay. Sorry. I'm a squirrel, just in case you guys don't know. People wonder how the heck I get anything done with the way my brain works, but hey, it works for me. Okay, I just want to quick show you guys something, because this will be here every single month. So if you're somebody that's really busy and you're like, I'm not catching up with these updates, I don't know what's going on, I have a safe place for you guys to catch all updates that are going on for the month. And if you go again to the album area, you guys can check this on your phones as well, you will see each month there'll be an announcement section. So anything that is really important that's going on within the network, this is where the information is going to be posted. So if you guys click on this, you'll see what are the rewards for hitting Success Club in your business this month. The Super Saturday is going to be on July 25th. So how do you find information on how to get Super Saturday? Here's some information about Canadian news. We have 2 product launches happening this month at Summit, Beachbody's Performance line, and also Size. These are all going to be coming out next Wednesday at Summit. So you guys will be able to get these programs and start talking about these. The challenge packs, Fixate's coming out as well, a new 21-day fix cookbook that has over 100 different recipes. So there's information about that. So just know that if you're like, I don't even know what's going on anymore, that's a place where you guys can make sure that you guys don't miss out on any of like the important breaking news that's happening within Beachbody. Okay? Dealio? All right. Well, it was awesome talking to you guys tonight. I hope that you guys feel a little bit more comfortable and understand kind of where things are coming from and better understanding how your business is going to work. I can just tell you that there's no better time than now to get started. So really start spreading your wings and fly, and realize that no matter what, you're never going to know anything about everything about this business. Social media is always changing, always. It's something that we always have to be on top of. Beachbody, as you guys saw, there's always things that are going to be changing. So you're never going to know everything. So I challenge you guys to send out 5 invites today when you guys get off the call, or to post that you're a coach when you guys get off the call tonight, and have that ready and have that going. Just spread your wings and just fly and see what happens. And just know that you're going to fail over and over and over again, but just get back up and just keep going. So I hope you guys all have a great night. It was wonderful talking to everybody. I will see you guys in 2 weeks from now, or actually on Sunday night on the Royal Republic team call. So have a good night, everyone. Bye.